get to your financial metrics dashboard, you're going to navigate to your live location, reporting, reporting dashboard, financial. This financial metrics will give us detailed version about the finances of my office. Again, I can use a quick date to select a date range or specify a specific date range using the start and end date. If you hover over where you see the question marks, this will give us a definition of this metrics. So INP visit average is similar or same to PVA, but it depends on how you calculate PVA. As we have come to learn, every office's definition of this is very different. So this will divide the total number of interested new patients by the total number of visits. This metric estimates how many visits an interested new patient will have over the course of a year. So an interested new patient, INP, is a patient who has been charged a new patient charge and has 2 additional visits after that new patient charge. Now that we've gone through the definition, let's break down each word. So INP, or interested new patient, is a patient who has been charged a new patient charge on their ledger and has come in for 2 additional visits after that new patient charge. A visit is a metric that counts all patient encounters into one single event, meaning a single data service that the patient has come in. For example, if a patient comes in for an adjustment appointment and then a report of findings appointment, and each of those appointments receive 2 different charges, but they're both on the same day, that would be 2 encounters for the patient because there are 2 different charges, but it's 1 visit, 1 data service that the patient came in. So when we say that dividing by the total number of visits, that's the single data service, a single event that the patient has come in. An encounter, as I just explained, is based on charges received that's configured in our tracking and reporting page, and a patient can have multiple encounters in a single day, but that's still only 1 visit. So going back, the INP visit average, similar to the PVA, so it just divides the total number of interested patients by the total number of visits. This is counting the last rolling 12 months. So regardless of the date range I set, it's looking at the rolling 12-month period. Charges per visit, if I hover over, will give me a definition. It's the total charge amount of all services and inventory items minus inline write-offs and then divided by total visits for the period. Again, visits is defined as that single event or a single data service that patients come in. Regardless of how many charges, how many encounters they've had for the day, it's a single data service, so therefore a single visit. So this is again looking at the total amount of services and inventory items charged on a ledger minus the inline write-offs divided by total visits. This is also looking at the last 12-month rolling period. Income per visit, if I hover over, that tells me it's calculated by taking your interested new patients, the average of those, and divide it by your total income. So again, we're going to define interested new patients. That's a patient who has been charged a new patient charge who has had 2 additional visits after that new patient charge. And a visit, again, is a single data service or a single event that a patient has come in. No matter if they have multiple appointments and receive multiple charges, those are encounters. They may have multiple encounters in one day, but that single day is counted as a visit. So this is a total income per visit, and this is also calculating the last 12 rolling months. Lifetime value. If I hover the question mark, it will give me a definition. This is calculated by taking interested new patients, which we've defined before. It's taking those interested new patient average and multiplying that by your calculated average income per visit. So what is the lifetime value of those interested new patients? This is also looking at the last 12 rolling months. Here I can see income by referral source. This is looking at total income within the date range, and it breaks down the percentage and the amount per referral source. To scroll over, I just click on the scroll bar and navigate to the left or to the right. income by case type. Again, this is looking at total income for the date range and breaking down my case types. Here I can see charges by category. So these are total amount of services or charges on a ledger in the date range based on the category selected on these services. What I mean by that is if I go to my services, I'm at my system dashboard, services. If I click on a service, this category is what it's looking at in that metrics. It's looking at your adjustment category, your x-ray, your exam. It's looking at the category on the service itself, and that is what's reflecting in this metrics. To scroll over, I'm just going to click on the scroll bar and navigate left or right. But this will show me what's the breakdown of the category of all the charges that I have on a ledger. Again, this is just showing the amount of that charge on the ledger. It is not indicating income by charge or category. So the financial metrics dashboard will give us that information about our finances. What are our charges per visit? What's our lifetime value? What's the income by referral source?